teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery.
Ty Montgomery, the ball.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Marvin Jones.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 1st and goal from the 3.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Montgomery. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season is gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Justin Jefferson.
They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down, Minnesota.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down and third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Complete to Adam Thielen.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this home. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
5 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That keeps the score low.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For the Lions. Come on, guys, let's go. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
On first down, Stafford here. Down, that's Allison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A very solid gain of 27.
Minnesota.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Cousins now. Down at the 30 after a gain of 3.
Cousins hands to Dalvin Cook.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
At the 45-yard line.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
17.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The Vikings 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Desmond Trufant.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Offense. Oh, man, can't do that.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play fake. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Complete. Jefferson the target. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Incomplete.
Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, it's Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On play action, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Cousins to throw it this time. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Vikings.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins again. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end. Now they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Allison, that's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big-time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in.
Pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
22 yards.
A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The Viking ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Cousins.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The 20-yard line.
On second down, Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
After the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He completes it to Jones. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Stafford got a man. That's Allison. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now out comes Minnesota. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
14.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Cousins pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
Well, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21, and that is incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stafford on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Kenny Galladay.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the Vikings' 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.